Alright guys, hello and welcome to a clan war. The first clan war of Team TQ, or really the second clan, but the first clan war that I've actually organized. So this is very exciting for me. Now, we do have a ZVT on Metalopolis. So, just from knowing that, if we look at the players, we have Recluse, who is the representative for Team Slaughterhouse at the moment. And he is going to be playing against Archaic, who is a brand new addition to Team TQ. Now, Team TQ is Think Quick. We are a new StarCraft 2 team. We do have roots in Brood War dating back to 2003, and we've actually had a bunch of people like contacting us and saying, "Oh, hey, I remember you. I was on this team. I was on that team," and saying, "Hey, well, can I try out and do all that stuff?" Of course, you guys can. If you guys know us or don't know us, feel free to try out. We love having new players. It is a great. And now, here's the thing: is that Recluse is pointing out the fact that he is injured. He did cut himself in class today, so hopefully that's not going to hamper his play. But I don't know much about him. All I do know is the fact that he played Zerg in StarCraft 1 as well as StarCraft 2, as you can tell because he's playing Zerg. And interestingly enough, Archaic, who's on my team, I don't know that much about. All I know is that he's a highly ranked Terran. He's a very solid player, and we have lag, but we don't have lag anymore. Let's just for a look at it, we can see that Archaic does have the higher APM of the two players. We can see that it's not really a big deal in the beginning, but there's not really a ton going on in the beginning. We can say that Metalopolis, these are actually pretty decent starting positions for Zerg, because Zerg is going to be able to expand all the way down here away from the Terran, which is great because Terran is generally immobile with mech play, especially. Ooh, we had a gas steal, which is a very, very smart idea, because going into mech play, if the Terran does go for mech play, he's fairly immobile, and the extractor is a great thing to hamper early mech play because it takes away a lot of the gas that a Terran could have then made, because of the fact that Terran has to then kill the extractor and then take the additional time to build the refinery, so the gas comes way later than the Terran would have wanted. Now, we do have an orbital command coming, so solid economic play will be coming from Archaic. We can see that he is going for a fast factory, and since there's no reactor being made onto the barracks immediately, it's safe to say that Hellions will not be coming out, especially because he actually stopped mining gas for the period of time right after his factory was made. We can see that Zerg is going for an expansion, which is very, very smart. The spawning pool is done, so it does seem that the Zerg might have gone hatch first. I probably should have paid more attention to that in the beginning, but we can see that Recluse is preparing for Hellions by putting down this quick spine crawler, because that is the early game defense against Hellions for Recluse, because he doesn't have metabolic boost on his Zerglings, because Speedlings are actually pretty good against Hellions. We do have a Hellion that is just finished for Archaic, and it does seem that he actually might be planning to expand with this. Yep, there it is. There's the command center being thrown down, so it does seem that a Hellion fast expand is what Archaic is going for, which is a very smart thing to do, because Hellions are actually a really good way to keep a Zerg pinned in the base without proper control. You can see that this Hellion's going to take out these Zerglings and then be able to come back instead of harassing more. He's probably going to wait for his second Hellion and then push out. The spine crawler is done, though it does look like Archaic could run around the back here, and then come around here and theoretically move right into the main. It does seem that a Roach Warren is popping up for Recluse, so once that Roach Warren comes out, he'll be able to make Roaches, which will make Hellions a lot less effective than they were before Hellions. They were before Roaches came out. He's also researching metabolic boost. Very, very good idea. Although what he could have also done, I've seen a couple of Zergs do this, is get a lair before getting metabolic boost to go for a super fast Mutalisk, which can be very, very strong against Terran if used correctly, because they can keep a Terran inside his base. And the only issue is if mass Thors and Marines, or both, come out. We can see that the Hellions are kind of pushing Recluse to move around his drones. Now, it doesn't seem that the Hellions have done a lot. You can see that it's only just the 2 Zergling kills that have happened so far, although there are another 2 kills, so it seems like 2 drones were also destroyed. I guess the Hellion that had the other 2 kills is gone. You can see a spotter SCV just going to stand here and waiting for the third to be thrown up so we can know exactly when. And here we do have a Hellion falling for Archaic. Is actually the first Hellion to fall. We can see that a Zergling does have the Nizhal Watchtower, and 2 more Hellions have come by. We can see that there's actually, really heavy mech plays going to be coming out of Archaic, because he is getting 3 factories at this moment in time. His expansion is up, he is mining it, and we can see, you can have these Hellions are actually doing a fairly good job of keeping Recluse in his base. He's even morphing his lair at the natural for a little bit of extra defense, which is a very smart idea. It's going to take a little bit more just to whittle down the front of the Zerg, which is very good idea. We can see that this will allow him to get Glial Reconstitution for his roaches, which is a very smart idea. We can see a double extractor coming in, so very gas heavy plays going to be coming from Recluse pretty soon. We can just see in Terran's main, tech labs are coming. No research yet, but 2 siege tanks are being made, and we actually have a solid group of Marines just guarding the ramp, making sure that no Zerglings can run by. There's also a Hellion, which should also do well to attack any Zerglings that try to come by. And we actually have a teammate is actually come in. Oh, no, but game 1. No, but game 1 just started. Just hang around, and you'll get an invite to the next game. Okay. Just a reminder, these are best of 3s. So we can tell that Aspire is coming up, and that is going to be very strong. Is Glial Reconstitution coming up? You can see that it is not. But however, we do see Thors are coming out. And I'm going to tell him no worries. And we can see that still solid macro coming in. Both orbital commands are producing SCVs. We have 2 tanks out. Siege mode has not been researched yet. I'm going to expect that's pretty soon. We do have the 4th gas now coming in, so that's probably going to allow Archaic to get his tech up. He does have an armory, so he will be able to start researching some very fast upgrades for his units, assuming he's not going to spend the gas on units immediately. We do know that he's going to prepare for Mutalisk because we do have a missile turret coming in. He has this Thor over here to cover the mineral line for now, along with this missile turret, but really nothing down here. So he's going to rely on having as few missile turrets as possible to save his minerals, and allow him to be able to use his Thors as just impromptu missile turrets. They actually do have more health than a missile turret, which makes it a little easier to get SCVs over there to repair them and use them pretty effectively. We do have Mutalisks that have just popped for Recluse. We have a Baneling nest coming in, so we're going to have Muta Baneling coming in. But oh, here we have a lot of Hellions just roasting Zerglings alive. Look at all the fiery deaths for the Zerglings. That, even though I am an impartial caster, I will say that makes me happy because he is on my team. So now we can see more Thors are being produced. We have Glial Reconstitution is finally being researched. That is probably a little bit late, but better late than never. We do have Mutas coming in doing some harassment, but the Thor is going to come in and save the day. At least save that factor from taking more than 10 hit points of damage.